Are you David Madison?
Yes, I'm David.
David Madison from New York?
One and the same.
Oh, I'm so relieved. I'm Frank Wells from the United States Consulate's office. We were very worried about you and your wife.
Well, you know, we did have this problem when we first checked in.
Huh?
Can you believe that they gave us a room with 2 twins and no view? And it's our honeymoon! Well, as you can see, we got the upgrade to the suite, so, thanks for your concern.
This isn't about your hotel check-in. We thought you were dead.
Dead? Really?
Yes. Your friends and family haven't heard from you in over 2 weeks. And, well, then we picked up some internet chatter that you were being held captive by Phillipe Drager. He's one of the most dangerous pirate and drug runners in the hemisphere. My God, where's your wife?
Oh, they said this place was at the end of the earth, but nobody said it was a mile from the sun. Christ, it's hot out there.
Darling, this is Frank from the United States Consulate office.
Hello. I was just telling David how concerned we were.
You told him about the check-in problem.
Of course.
No. It has nothing to do with that. It's just that you're on one of the most dangerous islands in the hemisphere, and, well, we thought that you were captive. I don't know if I'm asking or telling. You are captive, aren't you?
No one's really said a lot about it since we arrived.
Well, then you don't know.
We've been called long-term guests of the hotel.
I did tell them, though, I have to be back in New York by the 24th for my friend Anne's wedding. She was a bridesmaid in my wedding, so now I had to, you know how it goes, Frank.
I do.
And you should see the bridesmaid's dress. It's awful. It's off the shoulder, and it has a slit across the chest, so the wedding guests literally get to decide which of your breasts they like better. I told Anne, only Wilma Flintstone can get away with the one-shoulder look, but who listens to me?
What I don't understand is what you're doing here in the first place.
Well, it's really our friends, Tom and Anne's fault. They found out where we were going on our honeymoon originally.
Where was that?
The Ritz-Carlton.
Oh.
You know, the one with the thing and the things in the water.
Yes, I know the place.
Well, when they found out we were going to the Ritz, they booked themselves at the Lord Mandrake in the British West Indies, one of the most exclusive resorts in the world.
Where were they honeymooning before that?
Fuck the Poconos for all I know. The point is, they have to one-up everything we do. You should have seen Anne at our wedding, taking notes. Who brings a legal pad to a wedding reception?
Tom bitched about the wine. He said, "Thanks for the Central Coast." You know, that was the caterer's choice. I hope he chokes on the sediment.
Oh. Even their wedding invitations had to be better than ours.
What? You brought the wedding invitation?
You think it's a bookmark.
Oh.
Read the back.
Made from nubile forest materials and recycled glacial water?
How dirty is glacial water?
Darling, if you watch those nature shows, it's filthy, all those polar bears doing their business in the ice sheets.
You still haven't explained what you're doing here on Manta Island.
So, I was in a cab on my way to a marketing meeting. Always torture. And the cabbie, I overheard him on the phone. He had this Fernando Lamas, Harry Belafonte, Sidney Poitier accent going on. I'm telling you, he's the most exotic thing I've seen all week. So I asked him where he was from, and he said, Manta Island.
And I took it from there, booking the trip with some cash and points. I had no idea where the hell it was.
But they had this great tagline, Manta Island. It's not the end of the earth, but you can see it from here. Major points to their tourism board for that one.
I can't believe you're honeymooning right in the middle of Drager's operation.
Wait, I thought his name was Drago.
No, that's the blonde kid from Harry Potter.
Darling, I think it's Draco.
No, that's the Russian boxer from Rocky. Hey, look, it doesn't matter. Let's just call him Phillipe. So, what have you two been doing since you've been captive?
Honeymoon stuff.
Some of us. Mostly David's been working under Philippe's new operating plan. And me, when I'm not poolside, I've been going over and creating this big luncheon for Philippe's leadership team.
And I'm going to be the keynote speaker as I reveal my new plans for Philippe's operations.
The entire C-suite will be there!
But there is no C-suite. They're all thugs, murderers, and drug dealers.
Now you see, that is part of Philippe's problem. Every Google search for him comes up with pirate, or drug dealer, or murderer. Take it from someone in PR, his messaging is all wrong. And he has no social media presence. At the very least, I'm gonna get him a Twitter account.
My God, this is all of Drager's operations.
No, this is his new operations plan.
Wait, you did this?
Well, I got my MBA from Wharton in operations, information, and decisions. Oh, just wait. Phillipe's guys are going to go wild as I reveal my plans for trans-ocean shipping, and then once on land, distributing by rail.
Wait, so you're helping him become a better criminal and drug dealer?
I look at it as more consulting a later stage startup.
It's a criminal enterprise!
What's really going on here is a classic example of poor asset allocation. You know, the first thing that they teach you in business school is if it flies, floats, or fucks, rent, don't buy. I say, so what did you lose on a point or two in profit? Outsource the transportation and get rid of the aggravation.
So this is why he's keeping you alive, to finish his operations plan.
Oh, and you won't believe the magic show I'm going to put on as I reveal how we're going to transfer the goods to trucks at the railhead.
David, just stop talking for a while. Now, Laura, you mentioned this luncheon. Tell me more.
It's tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. It's gonna be in a tent right down there by the pool.
Don't have the tent by the pool. Move it closer over there to that garden, see? It's a better visual for the satellites and drones, and plus it's closer to the hotel.
Okay. Now where I'm really struggling though is the menu. See, this island has so much good seafood on it. Now I'm worried I've got too much seafood on the menu, and I'm still back and forth if it should be sit down or buffet.
Oh, sit down. Definitely do sit down. Make it intimate. Narrow the aisles. Limit the exits.
You're not from the State Department, are you?
No, I'm not.
You're from Washington.
I am.
And I like yours. You know where to put the tent and how to group the guests. You've got catering party planning experience. I bet you've worked on legacy parties in the big lobbying firm.
No, I don't do that.
Okay,
No.
what I really need help with though is this menu.
Lauren.
I'm really worried I've got too much fish.
Lauren,
What do you do when you've got too much fish?
I don't know, maybe make a seafood tower kind of thing.
That is what you can learn from an experienced professional.
Damn it, I am not a caterer or party planner from Washington. I am from the CIA, don't you get it? My specialty is exfil. I take people out of bad situations like this one, and I'm here to get you two morons out of here. But before that, I'm going to kill Drager and all his men with an airstrike from the Nimitz!
You're gonna do this after the lunch though, right?
And after my speech, because I created this kick-ass PowerPoint deck.
Just don't be anywhere near the tent at 3:15, okay?
Okay.
Now, David, you know his operations plan, but where does he keep all of his loot?
He keeps it down in the ballroom. I can take you there.
All right, let's go. Come on.
I saw David at the embassy man leave. I thought that we could have a moment.
Come in, Phillipe.
Oh, you look so ravishing sunbathing by the pool today.
Notice you had another little poolside meeting. That man they dragged away. Was he dead?
Oh, him? Ha! No, he was just thinking about the conversation we had.
He looked pretty dead.
He's fine, Lauren. Look, come right to the point. How would you like to be queen of my island empire?
Really?
Hmm?
The whole thing?
Whatever I own and whatever I would acquire.
I don't know. I'm gonna need some pros and cons on this one.
All right, pro, I have $500 million in cash and gold in the ballroom of this hotel.
That will get you down the tracks. Con.
I am the most wanted man in the world, and I cannot leave the island, though I am waiting on an invitation from North Korea.
I'm gonna need another pro here.
You'll be staying in my penthouse, which is the entire top floor of this hotel, and have access to all the facilities.
Notice you have this lovely spa, but no spa attendant.
Their attitudes are terrible, so they were eliminated.
That's the spa industry for you. So gratuity driven.
No, I mean they really were eliminated. Wait!
Don't sugarcoat it. Call it what it really is. Permanent layoff. I don't know about queen. Are there any princess positions available?
Are you asking to bring another woman into the relationship? Because if that's what you're into...
No. I have not been into that since sophomore year, and even then, it was on a bet.
Lauren, my proposition to you is a simple one. I want to settle down and share all that I have with someone. I am tired of all these beach girls and high-end prostitutes.
My brother Rick in South Beach said exactly the same thing, and then he met Sarah.
But I am ready to share now.
Phillipe, it is not in my big plan. I just got married 2 weeks ago. For the first year, you're still picking the rice out of your hair, and then you're trying to get pregnant, and then you put one on the ground, and it takes at least a solid year to find good domestic help. So that's like year 4? So yeah, year 4.
I will wait for you.
I suppose at that point I would be ready for an exotic girls trip. Might work out for you after all.
Oh, you read. I do love a cultured woman.
Can you believe I got 2 books for my wedding shower about honeymoon murders?
Who would give a gift like that?
I know. I told David he was safe though, because both rooms were murdered with rope, and I can't tie a sheepshank knot.
Ah! The history of interest rates?
That's David's poolside read. It's also his book for the plane, which I guess explains why he slept all the way to Honolulu.
Do you remember our meeting last week in my hot tube?
I remember you being in the hot tub and me not.
Oh, do you remember the details of that meeting?
Conversationally? Yes. Visually? No. Some great takeaways, though.
Oh, I was so stuck! So impressed with your ideas of what my public image should be, and your wonderful ideas of me having a Twitter/X account, and a Facebook page, and a Facebook marketplace presence. Brilliant! Which is why I entrusted you with all the details of our meeting tomorrow.
And I appreciate the trust.
And your ideas of me being a modern day Robin Hood really stood out with me. And also,
I have another really good idea. I think we should move the tent away from the pool.
okay. Then perhaps let us go down to the pool and you can show me where you wanted to go. And then after our trip to the pool, another visit to my hot tube.
Where were you?
Oh, I had another one of those hour-long meetings with Phillipe in his hot tub. He's sitting there half submerged and his thing is floating around like a Portuguese man of war. It is very disturbing.
Darling, I don't know if I'm comfortable with you meeting him like that.
Oh, darling, you have nothing to worry about from him. He's hung like a cashew. It's just like strike 5 for me. I don't care how many pallets of cash you have.
Well, what does he talk about?
Mostly he goes back and forth between talking about what a brilliant plan you've come up with and then talking about how he's gonna murder you so I can be queen of his island empire.
Wait, did you tell him about your big plan?
I told him year 4!
And he still has buy-in!
So he says.
He's a fearless man.
So, what has my genius husband created?
Well, it's my finest work. You know, you go to college, then graduate school, you get your first job in the family business, and then they pay you not to come into the office anymore. You just have to wonder what your purpose in life is. What's your contribution? Well, this is my purpose. This is my contribution.
If only it was 9 to 5.
Well, it's the beauty of the whole operation. How every little thing fits and works together.
And the money?
Ugh, the money. I don't really care about that. Besides, we have plenty of money.
No, we do not, David. I am here to tell you, we do not have plenty of money.
Well, it's more about doing something great. Something that requires smarts. Like me marrying you. That was smart on my part.
Well, I know that.
And, you? Why did you marry me?
Because I knew we would have adventures like this.
It is kind of an outward bound kind of thing, isn't it?
Don't know what you think Outward Bound is like, but this is not it.
Something like that. Say, do you really trust this guy, Frank?
Ask me tomorrow at 3:16 when I'm not by the pool or a glass window.
You don't have a problem with him killing Phillipe and all the people we've gotten to know?
Oh my god. We have a case of Stockholm Syndrome here? Darling, I'm throwing in with Frank on this one. They're all murderers and thugs.
Well, if that's how you feel, what do you want to do on the last night of our honeymoon?
Got something fun in mind.
Is it something erotic?
It is for me.
Yeah, I've been wanting to talk to you about our love making on our honeymoon. There's just been so much going on with the trip, and this project has weighed heavily on me. I just want to get it right.
Darling, it's been lovely. But the next couple times, just let me get on top. Things will work out, guaranteed. And don't speak.
So, what do you want to do tonight that's fun and erotic?
I want to go downstairs
Uh-huh.
and watch forklifts move all the piles of cash around.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Oh, great job, you two. Looks like Drager and all his men were vaporized. Come on, grab your things. There's a boat waiting for us.
Come on, David.
I don't think I can leave this behind. This work is my masterpiece. It revolutionizes the entire industry.
It's a pirating and criminal enterprise.
Yes, but why does piracy and being a criminal enterprise have to be bad? Why does it always have to be about the money? Why can't it be good for good?
Oh, David. I have the Nimitz on speed dial. Please don't make me call in another airstrike.
David, leave the board! Darling, we can start our own piracy and drug burning ring when we get home.
Do you promise?
I promise. Besides, I took some cash samples from our little visit to the ballroom last night. We now have plenty of money.
I wonder if there's a honeymoon suite on the Nimitz.